If you can have a brother come up in here and say, look, from every perspective, we're gonna leave up out of here and say, yeah, that brother actually delivered on that. That's doing something.
You are a response to Black Lives Matter. Tell me how you differentiate your organization.
Black Lives Matter indicated that they were really fundamentally interested in police brutality, and more importantly, just white on black citizen police brutality. We think that that's a little bit too narrow for to really have an impact on the black community. The black community has a lot of areas of very specific plight. For us, that means protecting black life in the womb. That means protecting and helping and supporting early childhood development. That means standing up for school choice programs.
God created us all perfectly. Amen. He counted the hairs on our head when we were in our mother's womb, and he didn't make mistakes. And just because certain people have a little bit more melanin, certain people have a little less, makes no difference. There's no mistakes there. Others will like to tell you that you're a mistake and that because you have less melanin, you're the problem. And it's not right. It's flat out demonic, and we need to reject it.
When people say white supremacy, you're always thinking about the man who tweets. It's not white supremacy. We see white supremacy all the time. We see white supremacy all the time. When I have my mayor of my city in San Francisco, who's yucking it up and partying and having a good old time without a mask, when she's demanding everybody in San Francisco wear a mask, that's supremacy right there. It's just what happens she's black. But that is supremacy. And I call her out. No, wait a minute. I wrote an article and I had some interviews about this. No, that's supremacy. Wait, sis, what's up with that? You're being a supremacist right here. That's supremacy.
One area in particular that is especially corrosive to black life is in the womb. There was a particular individual in the early 1900s. Her name was Margaret Sanger. She was a white supremacist, racist, bigoted, hated blacks. And she actually started her family planning clinics in order to fully exterminate the Negro population.
She didn't say the Negro and Hispanic, or the Negro and Asian, or the Negro and white. She said, I want to exterminate the Negro population. And unfortunately, they've been very successful at that. To the extent that blacks make up 13% of the population, and yet we make up over 40% of all abortions in America. So where the playing field is here, blacks are being born down here.
I think what we have is a fundamental disconnect with people within the Democrat Party. A lot of them, especially policymakers, lawmakers that live in these major cities, a lot of them do not reside in the urban areas where there's high crime. When you start to defund the police, you have much less people. A lot of police are actually retiring and taking early exits. And so when you do have crimes, it takes a long time for police and law enforcement to get there. And a lot of times in between that time, we have people that are being mercilessly, shot, killed, maimed, and abused in so many ways.
Law enforcement is actually made up of slightly minority, about 57% minority, if you include black office in all the agencies. So our leftist progressive friends say minorities cannot be racist because they don't have power. So again, we're using their definitions. So because the ones who say systemic racism, who cry it all the time, let's use their definitions. If we use the ones who cry systemic racism all the time, use their definition. If minorities cannot be racist, law enforcement don't fit the definition of being systemically racist. Sorry. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's take law enforcement off the table.
I want everybody to recognize that there is gross hypocrisy with all of this stuff, with CRT, with diversity, equity, inclusion, with supposedly anti-racist, with supposedly these people that are positioning themselves as being principled about white fragility. Excuse me, first address these issues. Then we may listen to you.
This administration has done more to hurt the unification between all ethnicities and races as opposed to help us to unify.
We go around the country, myself and my co-founder, and we do what we call remnant rising workshop conferences. I would encourage you to invite us here to somewhere in your mega churches here or any, and basically we go through an entire day on a Saturday of critical race theory. We go and then we do Black liberation and liberation theology. We talk about all James Cone's works. And then we do a biblical justice versus social justice, a one-day event on a Saturday. In the interim, I would encourage you to please read this book, Everything About Spiritual Warfare, getting you started with that, everything about the culture wars that we're in now. And so these words that Dr. Martin Luther King taught us, that we actually learned from over the past 50 or so years, we need to re-embrace these very poignant and truthful words. Let's begin to see one another again based on the content of one another's character. Let's embrace one another based upon what we see, the fruit of one another, as opposed to...
I mean, we definitely need to remember his words, look at people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin. Again, a very important message. Kevin McGary, thank you so much for coming on.
To learn more, go to everyblm.com.